So, hello everyone. We have a new episode of our English talk show interviews, and today, as a guest, we have Anait. Everyone knows Anait, everyone who comes to Ziferblat from time to time. So,
Yeah,
Anait,
that's
we're completely unprepared. I've just written the questions, I didn't even have time to type them. Are you ready, Anait? Are you nervous a little bit?
I'm not nervous, but I'm not ready.
As usual, I ask about it all the ladies. Imagine there is a very fat cockroach over there and you are afraid of it and you are going to shout at it.
No, but not.
You're not afraid of cockroaches.
No.
Anyway, I will ask you to be as loud as possible. Imagine that there is some... Do you have any subordinates at Ziferblat? Someone you can shout at? Some people who work with you?
No.
No? Okay.
So I can't be loud, okay?
Yeah, okay. Just be loud, Anait. So I have some questions for you. You have a very unusual name, Anait. What does it mean? Can you tell us?
It's like a very usual name for a Armenian girl, because it's like name in ancient Armenians, the main goddess of motherhood, beauty, love.
Fertility, probably.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's like Zeus in ancient Greeks. Anait it's very usual name. Like I'm not. I don't know. God.
So you're almost like Mother Earth.
Yeah.
For everyone around you.
Yeah.
Good.
It's like Gera in
I see.
ancient Greece.
So Anait, what do we need to know about anything else you want to say?
I want to say that I'm in love with my name, and I want to
it's so
some
good.
brand.
It's so. I'm always nervous that something is wrong with the video, as usual, but everything is fine.
Okay.
And so, Anait, I want to ask you. Well, I know something about you, but anyway, I want to ask you. What do we need to know about you as a person? Who are you? What can you say?
It's very difficult questions at this point. You're like, so what to say, where to put yourself, how to be. A lot of different activities, like I write letters.
Write letters.
Yeah, poetry, prose, sing many, compose songs, read many books, listen a lot of music. I do pottery, yoga, and Pilates.
So you do a lot of stuff: poetry, yoga, Pilates,
sport activities,
everything.
Dream about dog and learn play on drums. Travel a lot because it's like new vision.
It broadens your horizons when you travel a lot.
I thought I want to live this life like so much powerful, so much colorful, rich.
You want
bright.
to make it as interesting as possible.
Yeah, to have something to remember, to have something to write or tell. So I shoot on film, and like I want to have something to tell in frame.
And maybe when you get more mature, maybe you will write a book about your life.
Yeah, I want.
The autobiography of your life. Anything else we need to know about you? I mean, maybe you have some.
Will you buy the book of my life?
Yeah. I mean, we'll talk about Ziferblat later, but maybe you have some mission right here. You have some mission in your life. You want to make someone happy. You want to make yourself happy.
I think that we all have missions, like points, like I don't know, something what you have to do, and I think my mission is like just do life better. I'm sorry.
I mean, the life of your life and the lives of other people.
Yeah, other people. Yeah.
By the way,
it's like social.
You told us about something about your mission, and from time to time, when people ask me about why why I do something, I tell them that sometimes I have some inner voice which tells me what to do. For example, some time ago, a particular person asked me, Alibek, why the hell do you continue those interviews? Why do you need them? And I told him, I have some inner voice or maybe outside voice which tells me what to do. 7 years ago, this voice told me to start and continue my English club. A couple of months ago, it told me that I need to start this series of interviews. What does this voice tell you? Maybe you've got one.
Just do some things that I want to do. Just hear my voice, hear my heart, and.
So you listen to your heart.
Yeah, always, because the heart.
Could we call you a cardiologist if you can listen to your heart? It's just a joke. And Anait, I want to ask you, how long have you been living in Rostov, and what do you think about this city?
About 5 years already. I live in Rostov.
What are the negatives and positives of Rostov?
I can't describe it like positive or negative. I can say that Rostov is an amazing city. No, for me, is an amazing city because he has a lot of contrasts, like
different people, different cultures everywhere.
Different people's, and it has his own cuisine, its own flavor, its own extraordinary people, southern extraordinary people.
Extraordinary in the southern way.
Yeah. There are a lot of cultural places, like unique, small cultural places, not in Moscow, big spaces.
And by the way, there is a chance that here in Rostov we have the best Ziferblat in the world.
Yeah, I think.
You won't argue with that probably. And anything else you would like to say about Rostov?
Yeah, there are also a lot of music. And for me, as a singer and a music lover, it's important. I like this city, but
What do you dislike? Can you tell us?
I like this flavor, this unexpected.
Yeah, people can be very unpredictable in Rostov.
Yeah.
You mean?
Yeah.
More emotional than in some other areas
and
of Russia.
They are open, kind of like they are not in their own mind, their own rooms.
Something you dislike about Rostov? Maybe people are not so reliable.
Rostov is not for me. This winter, this weather. It's like very hot or very cold for me.
So there are some extremes in the climate.
Yeah. This is not for me. I wanna live in October.
But here in Rostov we don't even have any spring at all. So just wait a little and we'll have summer quite soon anyway.
It's difficult.
Anything else?
The Rostov is small for me.
It is too small.
Yeah.
But if you move to Moscow, you will suffer from some disadvantages of larger cities. So
maybe some, I don't know, Spain or Germany or.
Come on, Anait, we need you here in Rostov. Trust me. At least for the next decades, we need you here, right here.
No, I don't. But I understand that the time will come and I will live.
Maybe. Now back to your personality, Anait. So what can you say? How did your career start at Ziferblat, and what does your work mean to you? What is your role here? What is so special about Ziferblat? So let's talk about your role here in Ziferblat. What can we call you? What is your role here? I mean, to be honest with you, I still have no idea what exactly you do here. I mean, I know what you do, but it's not really necessary for me to call you something. I mean, you are not a manager. You are just you work as an aide here for me. What can
special work.
yeah what can you say about your role here?
So I think it's like two roles, like main roles. I have one main role. It's event manager now. I've been working like 1 year, in this department.
And by the way, when did it happen when you first appeared Ziferblat? You know, it seems to me I've known you for so long, but at the same time I realized that maybe it's not more than 2 years.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's,
the time
it's more than 1 year because I work here like 2 years, more than 2 years, like 2 years and 2 months.
And your second role?
An assistant, like just usual worker who prepare you some coffee or meeting you or just.
So you say hi to people who come here.
Yep, and tell them what is the rest of what is Ziferblat. No, but I started in this role, in the role assistant, and then I decided that I want to make some events, some activities, and I became an assistant of event manager, and then I became event manager. And this is and now I'm the head of art department.
You said art department.
Yep.
So you are responsible for the events connected with art.
Yep.
You know,
two social media workers and
you know, there are so many people, there are so many words which were said about Ziferblat, that it's such an amazing place. You can meet amazing people here, amazing events, amazing everything. We have English talk show here at last. But maybe there is something else you would like to tell us about Ziferblat. Maybe, you know, maybe what I was saying about is like a tip of an iceberg, but there is something else even more interesting. What is it?
It's like Ziferblat for me. It's like new challenges.
New challenges all the time.
Every time, because you cannot be the one of the great places in Rostov, and I think that we are.
Yeah, that's true.
Best places without changes, without some challenges, some.
And you probably agree that nowadays there are so many ways how you can spend time. You have to compete for people's attention all the time. I mean, for example, today I've had my English club, and all the people who came, they had some other alternatives, how they could spend their evening. And probably you at Ziferblat, you also have to fight for people's attention all the time, because they have so many alternatives. They can go to eat shawarma somewhere, they can go to some cafe, or they can get drunk somewhere, but still some of them prefer to come here. They pay for the time they spend here, they have their cookies, they have their coffee, and they get something else, they get something special. And you have to compete with so many other opportunities, so many other alternatives.
It seems like people who came to our space, they want to be the part of this.
That's absolutely true.
It's like very intelligent place, so you can.
And very intelligent people come here. Hopefully.
And you can meet and meet some.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, because coming to Ziferblat is like becoming a part of something.
Yeah.
Even if you just come here to have a cup of coffee, a glass of water, you feel that you are a part of something.
And maybe in cafe or in bar, you cannot find these feelings.
Yeah. Anything else you'd like to say about Ziferblat? I mean, there is so much said about Ziferblat that I don't want to ask you about obvious things. I don't want to say obvious things, but maybe there is something else you would like to say. Yeah, I mean, you are a part of this Ziferblat family. Hopefully, I am too. Sorry, I want to make sure again.
Okay.
Our viewers forgive us. It's very unprofessional, but anyway, I don't want this video to be lost because I really appreciate the time with Anait. What else?
If you ask me what does my job means to me, I want to say that.
Anait, a little bit louder. You are not afraid of cockroaches, right? But still, there is a fat cockroach, and you're gonna.
If you ask me what does my job means to me, I want to say that lots of communication, lots of people, very amazing and extraordinary and powerful.
You mean you get some special energy from those people?
Yeah, they are unique. They have their own opinion, their own abilities, special and unique abilities.
But don't you think that some people at Ziferblat can be quite crazy?
Yep.
Yeah, and it's probably the positive side.
Yeah. And this place is really strange, weird. It is normal.
By the way, about crazy people and.
But it's like home of.
Crazy people like me, like us. By the way, about crazy people, you probably know that crazy sometimes is a synonym for a creative person. So I want to ask you, can you prove that you are a creative person? So you told us something about your music exercises and everything. Can you prove that you are a creative person?
How can I prove it?
I don't know, just say something. Well, first of all...
Maybe my activities is prove this, but I'm not...
Do you call yourself a creative person? Could you say so?
Yes, I can. In technical ways, I can say it. Yeah, I think yes, because I do some product, some ordinary product. So, for example, I wrote some poetry, and it became art and creative thing.
Yeah, we're all creative people here. I've recently also written a piece of poetry, so we're all crazy here and creative and everything.
Yeah, and compose my own songs. I think it's very creative things.
And your music was so interesting. I mean, as far as I know, you are not a professional musician. It was such a surprise to me. I really like when you play the piano. But let's talk about.
It's like looking for a chord. It's like, no, it's not. Maybe it's.
Yeah, it's almost like cracking some code, you know. I mean, being a musician like you is almost like being a hacker.
A hacker of piano.
And they tell me, let's talk about something very philosophical. I like this type of questions. Well, I usually say that according to my views, life is pointless, but this time I won't say anything like that. I just want to ask you, does your life make sense? I mean, let's talk about your life, your personal life. I mean,
maybe if I can do one project, I want to do some social and cultural project. I can say it. So if you can, and if you do some things, some project that can be useful for other people, I think your life have sense, and it's not a waste of time.
I agree with you, because my life is also about contributing to something or to someone. But a very important part is like this. You know, what do you think? What is more important, the result or the process? For example, I believe that maybe it's not really necessary to think about the result. The process is more important. I mean, the very process of living, because maybe someday you will be disappointed with the result, with your aim, with your purpose. But if you liked the process of reaching that result, That makes sense. What do you think? What is more important for you? The result of the process?
In psychology, they say.
By the way, we totally forgot to say that Anait is also a psychologist.
Yeah. In psychology, they
And quite soon you will have a degree in psychology, right?
Yep.
Good. So, what is more important, the process or the result?
They say that girls are in love with process.
So, do I look like a girl if I like the process, ladies and gentlemen?
Yes, I'm in process addicted. I think.
Just like me, probably.
Yeah.
I really believe that you should enjoy the process of doing everything.
Yeah.
The result is not so important sometimes.
Maybe, but the result is like mark of your process.
Yeah,
activity.
and it's like the result is like an achievement of what you did. You know, we still live in the world outside Ziferblat when sometimes you are supposed to be serious. Sometimes you need to be focused. You need to show other people that you are a very important person.
Yeah,
but does it make sense to be serious? Sometimes.
I think that all of your own emotions or feelings that you live this time. So if I want to be some serious girl, powerful, I'll be this way. But
come on, you're not going to work for Ziferblat or somewhere. I mean, you don't need this serious face actually.
But I can, but I don't want to be in commercial. It's like so much rules for me.
Yeah, too much pressure.
Yeah, I'm a free person and I need no.
You need to have some space probably around you.
Like, oh yeah, I live this life. I can breathe in my breast, and but if you want to be some serious girl or do some hard and I don't know, serious work, okay, it's you can do it if you want.
But maybe you could achieve more if you were serious. Sometimes, for example, talking to your university tutors.
It's like in different cases.
So it depends on the situation.
Yeah.
But can you show a serious face? You know, in my vocabulary I have this. In my vocabulary I have this word. When people tell me that I don't smile, I don't laugh too much, I say, guys, I just have this Putin's KGB smile. It looks like this.
It's poker face.
Poker face, okay.
Poker face.
Can you show us your serious face? What does it look like? No, with you it doesn't work.
No, I can.
Another question: does it?
Me.
Yeah, she's very serious. You can see.
I am.
So, Anait, does it happen sometime that you dislike someone Ziferblat?
Maybe when there are some negative in work team or between.
You mean you have some misunderstandings inside your team?
Yeah, or between guests when they are in some difficult situation, or when
I'll check again. So continue.
When you have not so much a professional view, and you can't be real friend for your guests, and they have some negative, so you cannot. Why do you cannot?
So when this person doesn't get your positive vibes, you are like on different levels.
Yeah.
But continue.
But most of all, in most cases, Ziferblat is power of place of power for me.
Yeah.
So when I feel sadness or when I feel that I feel sick, I don't want to live this life. I came here, take some tea or cacao.
It's absolutely true because even when I have some difficulties in my life, some uncomfortable moments, I just come here and I really get better.
Yeah.
And you know, in my life I have these, well, how shall I put it? In my life I divide all people into two different groups. I call them English talk show compatible and English talk show incompatible. And it's not, and you know, it's not just about.
It's like your own marks of people.
Yeah, and it really works, and it's not just about languages. For example, there are some people who do not speak a word of English, but they still theoretically belong to English talk show compatible because I can imagine them in that group. I mean, they are open-minded. They
want to be part.
Yeah, it's just an example. They read books. They are open-minded. They're interested in everything, and I realize that I'm personally compatible with English talk show compatible people. But could you say that there is this type of Ziferblat compatible people? Does it exist? I believe that exists.
Yep, I believe it.
What can you say about Ziferblat compatible people, except that they are open-minded, they are positive, creative.
They are the most of all introverts.
Introverts.
Yeah.
A good point, by the way. You know, it's really interesting because in my operating system here, I'm still an introvert, but for some reason, I've been hosting my English talk show for 7 years, and at the moment I'm talking to you, I'm talking to other people, and I realize that I can be more extroverted with English talk show type of people, with Ziferblat type of people.
In this place, in this atmosphere, in this you can make some relax, calm.
But it's very interesting what you told us about. So guys, it's a very good place for introverts because introverts can become very sociable at this place.
And lonely people.
Lonely.
Yeah. So much lonely people that they are they find some people in Ziferblat.
Yeah, and people, I can tell you, you can definitely find someone special here at Ziferblat.
It's true.
It really works. And now let's get back to Earth. A very simple question: what is your favorite food, and are you a vegetarian? I suppose you are a vegetarian because you like hummus so much, just like me. But I'm not a vegetarian at all. But still, I like hummus. Are you a vegetarian, Anait?
Yes, I am. I'm not eat anything
made of flesh.
Anything meat, fish. I don't know.
What about eggs? Do you eat eggs?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
You have to. It's good for your health, probably.
Maybe no, but I don't think that eggs and milk products it's they are for me. But now in this moment, in this point, I eat.
Could you eat hummus 3 times a day?
Yeah, I can.
I could also do it. It's
breakfast, dinner, and lunch and dinner.
What is your favorite vegetarian dish? What can you say?
Maybe some vegetable ragu or soup. Mushrooms soup. But my favorite food is pineapple.
Pineapple.
Yeah, and hummus. Pineapple and hummus.
Does a pineapple with hummus work?
Yep.
Can you mix them?
Yep.
So I mean, you could put some hummus on a pineapple. We should try it someday.
Just cut some pineapple and eat pineapple and hummus. Pineapple and hummus.
What do you prefer to drink? I mean, are you a coffee person or a tea person?
Water person.
Water person.
Yep.
What is your favorite type of water or the brand of water?
Usual, just I don't know. With not.
Just pure water.
Yeah, with not sugar. Some gases stuff. Just pure.
And by the way, how much water do you manage to drink per day?
Maybe it's like normal 2 liters or
You are like a
2.
person because the doctors told me that it will be good for you if you drink at least 3 liters of water per day. But it is too much for me.
Yep, 3 liters. It's maybe for your weight.
Yeah, because I used to be quite heavy now. At least nowadays I'll probably have to drink less water. Anait, any questions to me? Maybe something you would like to know or something you would like to say to our viewers? At least 500 people will probably watch you, by the way.
500?
Yeah, that's my expectation.
Okay.
And that's how it works. What would you like to ask about?
Why do you do some activities in your life?
Well, some of them are for my health, like going to the gym. Some of them are for my mind. I mean, I can tell you, I couldn't survive without some of my social activities, like my English talk show or what I'm doing at the moment. It feeds my social activities. Really feed my mind. They make me better.
So you will die without it.
Definitely. I mean, I've been living in Rostov. Yeah, I've been living in Rostov for 9 years, and I cannot even imagine my life without Ziferblat and my social activities.
I understand you.
Anything else you'd like to know?
What is your favorite color?
My favorite color? It's hard to say, but probably dark blue, I would say.
Yes!
Does it say something about me?
Yep.
What does it mean in psychology if I prefer dark blue?
You wanna you wanna make in your life some calm, some relax, and you listen so much music. I imagine it.
By the way, let's say a couple of words about music. What kind of music do you prefer?
Like everything?
Everything.
Yeah, but I prefer some heavy music and some indie rock, pop rock.
Let's talk about heavy music. Like what?
Like Asking Alexandria.
I think I have it on my list.
Like Limp Bizkit or I don't know, some Nirvana and some ancient groups.
Yeah, we should share our music interests someday. By the way, I mean I'm interested in what other people listen to. I need some recommendations.
I have one group, Anait слушает.
Anait слушает? What does it mean? You mean is it the list? It contains the list of your songs you listen to.
Yeah. The group, the VK, and I made some playlists.
Good. Yeah, I will definitely subscribe. Anything else you'd like to say to our viewers?
Just live your life full, colorful, and have 2 rules of this life.
2 rules.
Yep.
What is rule number 1?
Do what you wanna do.
Number 2?
Do not do what you want.
Do not do what you don't want to do.
Yep.
By the way, it took me so much time to set those rules for myself, and at the moment you are quite young, as far as I know. I mean, how long did it take you to understand those rules? For example, for me, it took me 30 plus years to realize that it's better to live the life I really want to live. What about you? When did you first realize that you need to follow those rules?
Always. I always do something that I want to do, and I was born in conservative.
In a very conservative family.
Yeah.
Traditional family, probably.
Traditional, yeah, and this is always heavy for my family.
Sometimes in traditional families you have to fight for your right to do what you want to do.
Yep,
and to express your feelings and thoughts.
Yep, and I fight, and now I understand that I have my life, and I have life that I wanna live. I do a lot of activities, a lot of creative and art activities. I travel, and this is life that I want to live, and I don't want to live anything. I don't want to live any other life. So maybe 1 year to understand these rules. Like, yeah, I need it. Yeah, I cannot do anything else. I want to do this, and I want to walk this way.
So Anait, let's say this rule together. It will be live the life you want. 1, 2, 3. Live the life you want. Good. Anait, thank you so much for participating in this video. You know, I usually give my guests Ziferblat voucher as a present, but with you it probably doesn't make sense. So I want to present you an imaginary voucher of going to a vegetarian cafe with me.
Oh, thanks.
Hopefully you don't mind.
Yeah.
So we'll go to a vegetarian cafe. Thank you so much for participating. It was my pleasure to talk to you.
Yeah. Thank you for the invitation.
Good. Good. It was an episode.
Stress for me.
It was what?
Stress.
It was a stress.
Yeah.
You don't look like a stressed person, you know.
Because I feel calm, and I do some yoga practice.
So, dear viewers, thank you for watching. If you watched till the end, you were patient enough. It was Alibek and a new episode of English Talk Show Interviews with Anait. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.
Some musical soundtracks.